I bought this transmission from a junkyard that I'm going to be putting into my 1994 Honda Del Sol. The only issue is that that was 4 months ago, and I heavily underestimated how hard this project was gonna be. You honestly would not believe the ups and downs that I had to go through while making this video. And if you want to help support me or motivate me to keep making these projects, well then, you could always subscribe and like. It helps me out a ton, and I'll greatly appreciate it. So let's rewind the tape back to where we started.
No, what the? Help me.
Oh my god, are you serious? And these right here are the pedals that I also had to clean. As you can see, they're nice and black, and before they were kind of a little bit rusty, to say the least. And also, ignore the fact that I scratched the hell out of this nub right here, right there, while trying to put these things on the ground. There was also a bit of rust that was right here, so using the same spray paint I did for the pedals. So yeah, as you can see, it just finished drying up. It's pretty cool. You can't see any of the old stuff underneath it, so the shift linkage will not be rusting today. Here we have our new clutch line set, which I actually like this design a lot better because instead of it being the hard line, this is actually a soft line. So I'll put the link in the description for anyone who wants to get this. This was on Amazon. It's about $195 after shipping and handling. In my opinion, getting this would be a lot better for your buck because, you know, it's brand new. And with this, you could also make your engine bay look a lot cleaner instead of having a hard line go through it. But this isn't the only thing that came. Oh no. Let's clean up and let's grab the big one. Really excited to say this, but this is the brand new XD clutch kit that I got on eBay. But I mean, come on. It's XD. XD made the OEM clutch and flywheels for Honda. So getting this is basically like getting an OEM clutch and flywheel. So now that you have seen all the parts that we would need to complete this swap, how about we go ahead and put them on the car? It's raining. Yeah, and also to rub more salt on the wound, I can't film shit for B-roll for the edit because it's still raining. This is unbelievable. And here we are, and ignore the congestion that's in my voice. I am a little bit sick at the time of this recording. Before we can put any of the things that we bought in the last video, we're gonna have to take a look at the timing of this car because I may or may not have put on the distributor a little off timing. So in order for us to fix it, we're gonna need to use this timing light slash timing gun that I got from AutoZone. It is about 50 bucks from AutoZone, and hopefully it should work just fine with the engine. As you can see right there, that is an arrow. And on the timing belt that it's right above, you can physically see 3 white lines. You can't see it now, but when the car is running, you can see 3 white lines as it passes through that arrow. And that's exactly how the timing light works. You see, it acts like a flashlight, only flashing when you should be able to see the timing. So before we open this up and before we do any of this, we're going to have to use a paper clip. Now the reason for the paper clip is we are going to have to short this plug right here. Now the reason why you short this plug and not this one is because this one connects to the ECU, and the ECU could potentially give you false readings on the timing. Alright, never mind. We gotta charge the battery first. It's my bad.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but there are the lines right there. I can circle it in the edit. You can see right there. The distributor is loose, so I can just move it freely to check whether or not I can actually see the timing. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And again, I don't know if you can see it, but it is all fixed. The timing is all good. The red line falls in the middle of the arrow pointed right there. So overall, I'd say I did a pretty good job, but I guess the only way to tell is if we take it to the shop, the smog shop, and see if we did do well. So fingers crossed.
It's kind of the moment of truth time. In a couple of seconds I'm gonna get in there and start this thing up. So everything's connected right now. Everything looks good, everything looks great. I have to put the battery in, so we're just gonna go for it, see what happens, and fingers crossed she starts up just fine. Whoa. Turns out that the wrong terminal was plugged to the battery, which means that the starter was fried. Alright, it's day 3 and I realized yesterday that this ground cable wasn't connected to the transmission. So hopefully that will give it the edge that it needs to actually start up. So I gotta hook up the battery. Right now it is kind of a little bit wet, so I hope nothing shorts. And so here we are, my new and improved manual Del Sol. And oh my gosh, is this surreal. And as you can see and hear, shifts into gear perfectly. But unfortunately, we will not be able to take it out for a test drive tonight, mainly just due to the fact that this car is undergoing some changes, and those changes would very much spoil the next videos that I plan on putting out. That's mainly because in the next video, we're going to be going bigger, we're going to be going better, and this car will be really roadworthy again. Not to mention the fact that the car sitting next to me, the Miata, we've got big plans for that car too later this year. 2024 is going to be a very big year for us. It's going to be a massive experience being able to show you guys the evolution of these cars. So it'll be really cool. If you made it to the end of the video, just know that, well, it really warms my heart, because that means that I succeeded in holding your attention long enough to watch the end. If you didn't watch the end of the video, well, you're probably not hearing this right now, but the fact that you even clicked on this video and even watched a small minute, and if someone only watched this for a minute, well, that still helps me out a ton because of watch time, and also the fact that YouTube is now recommending my stuff outside of the general audience that I've kind of made throughout the years. Thank you all for the support in the last video. The amount of people who were eagerly waiting for this video to happen, the amount of people who were wanting this to happen and supporting me throughout the way. Thank you so much for all the support. It just really warms my heart to see that a lot of people are willing to watch my stuff. I look forward to putting more stuff out there. So thank you so much for watching this one. Stay tuned, because we have a lot of interesting stuff happening to these cars this year. So I won't bore you any longer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.